Hello everyone, happy Sunday. Thank you for joining us. This is the 11 a.m. National Hurricane Center update. Just wanted to give everyone a little look into what we are tracking right now for the tropics. I want to take a look first at the African observed dust here. You can see there near Florida where that dust has started moving downwards towards the lower part of Mexico, and that is due to Tropical Storm Debby. It's bringing in all that moisture, so the dust, it's kind of avoiding it at the moment, but you can see there is that big red dot there that could potentially bring in some dryness as of right now. Here's a look at the satellite and radar of Tropical Storm Debby. Now I've got the wind arrows there on those little blue things you see on the screen. You can just see how tight that eye is. It's starting to form a little bit, and you can already see that Florida is already getting hit with a big chunk of her Tropical Storm Debby, and it's going to be moving up into Florida as it heads into the Gulf of Mexico there. It has a north to northwestern direction at the moment. Here's another look at it. You can kind of see the 3D version of it. It is covering a lot of Florida at the moment, and so they are under a tropical storm warning, but it's moving north-northwest at around 13 miles per hour there. Max winds are 65. Now, I was around 60 this morning, so it's gone up a couple of mile per hour there. So we're keeping a very, very close eye on it as it does move upwards into Florida. Now, this could potentially bring us some heavy rains, and I'm going to show you that track here as it heads into near Tallahassee there by early morning Monday. Of course, here in North Carolina, we won't be seeing as much rain from this, but we do have some rain in the forecast for us. But you can see it's starting to hit Georgia there by the time Tuesday rolls around. And this is kind of where those spaghetti plots underneath the track, you can see those different color lines there, start to get a little bit messy. That's due to the uncertainty of kind of where it's going to go once it starts hitting the Carolinas. Some models are showing that it may go off towards the ocean and then move back into South Carolina, or some of them are showing that you can see the pink one kind of showing it's going to stay on the coast of South Carolina, stay inland a little bit, and then move off of the North Carolina coast. The blue one shows it going straight through Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, but that seems to be the outlier at the moment. But right now here in Eastern Carolina, we're going to be keeping an eye on that, and we will possibly be seeing late Tuesday, early Wednesday is kind of when we might see that rainfall moving into our areas. So now's a good day to kind of be prepared if you are off work. Maybe go out and get a couple of things that you might need. Make sure you have some clothes ready, food ready, just in case things like the power goes out or something like that. But we're going to make sure we're keeping you updated with these updates every time the National Hurricane Center sends out an update for us. But you can see there it turns into that tropical depression possibly by Thursday, by the time it gets completely over us. So we may be seeing just plenty of rainfall that we're going to be getting, maybe some inundation and some high winds, and that's something that we're going to be tracking. A lot of those models though are showing it just going straight through North Carolina, but at that point it could lose a little bit of strength there and start to go down more towards a depression. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Here's a look at the rainfall scenarios. You can see Florida there getting a whole lot of rain, but as you take a look there at the red and the pink, that's kind of where the eye of that tropical storm is going to go straight up there towards Charleston. And some of it's showing there, the GFS is kind of showing it breaking off into the ocean right there near Wilmington and Carolina Beach, and then moving back into us as well. So we could be seeing upwards of 8 to 10 inches of rain, and that's just forecasted by the GFS. Now the Euro is showing most of the northeastern part of South Carolina is going to get a lot of that rain, and we're just going to get around 5 to 8 inches. And then the ensemble forecast is showing everyone just kind of getting almost the same amount. Now, of course, all of these are different, but we're going to make sure that we keep you safe and updated on how much rainfall we could be expecting here in Eastern Carolina. But it doesn't look like we are done yet. There is now another tropical disturbance. You can see it's right there behind Tropical Storm Debby. Now, it hasn't formed yet. Over the next 48 hours, it has around a 10% chance. Next 7 days around a 20, so it is low right now, but this is something else that we need to keep an eye on as it does kind of go in the same direction as Tropical Storm Debby went. But it looks far enough down that if it does develop, we'll be able to get an easier handle on tracking that one. But as of right now, we're currently just mainly focusing on Tropical Storm Debby and then keeping a close eye on this one as it does start to develop, if it develops. But these are just a couple of things in the tropics that we are watching at the moment, so stay tuned. We'll have more updates through the day on what we should be expecting through Tropical Storm Debby, and we will keep you updated on air, online, and through these live updates as the National Hurricane Center gives us updates. Well, thank you for joining me, and hopefully you'll be able to see meteorologist Grant Carlton giving you another update this afternoon. Goodbye. Update this afternoon.